Burgazada is the third largest of the Princess Islands and is approximately 14 kilometers from Istanbul. It's calmer and more relaxed compared to Buyukada or Heybeliada, and is a preferred island among locals due to its unique location and magnificent natural scenery. The island, which has lots of facilities, is used as a holiday resort by the residents of Istanbul. In today's video, we're going to show you this other less touristy island that you can easily reach from Istanbul by ferry. But before we start with the video, click the subscribe button so you can keep watching more videos like this on our channel. Right now we are going to one of the Princess Islands, and this time we are visiting Burgazada. It is only 30 minutes away from our place. We are taking it from Port because this is the area where we are living. But in the case that you are staying either in Taksim or Sultanahmet, you can also take it from Eminönü or from Beşiktaş. It will take around 1 hour to get to any of the Princess Islands. We only paid 11 Turkish liras for a single trip per person. In the past, Burgazada was called as Antigon, named after Antigonus, who was the commander of Alexander the Great. After the conquest of Constantinople, now Istanbul, the island was named Pyrgos, and in the time the name changed to Burgaz. In the 19th century, the island became a summer resort for native Roms and other foreigners in Istanbul. As soon as you get off from the ferry, you can just across the street, you can go to one patisserie. This one is very famous here in Burgazada, and you will find a very good quality cookies, and also these famous for breakfast in Turkey, like açma, poğaça, simit. You can find plenty of these, and these are really good. So in our case, we bought only 4 of these, 2 for each, and we paid 20 liras, which is very affordable, and the taste is really good. Actually, I loved it. This is filled in with black olives, and I love this one. Burgazada Mosque is the only one on the island. It was built in 1953 for the 500-year anniversary after the conquest of Constantinople, now Istanbul. And something that I really loved about this mosque and that makes it so special are the wonderful views that the place has. And I will show you right now. If you're a coffee lover just as ourselves, while you're wandering on the streets of Burgazada, you will find a wonderful coffee shop. And we recommend you getting something either for the summer, you can get iced coffee, or for the winter as us, you can get something to warm you up. So it smells wonderful, it also tastes really good, and we recommend you just stopping by. And by the way, if you were wondering where my t-shirt is from, this one, then we recommend you checking our new merchandise and new products that we already have on our website. So you can go check in teespring.com and you will find mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and many other products that for sure you will like. And if you're an Istanbul lover, also you can have some Istanbul love at home. Sait Faik Abasıyanık was a famous Turkish writer. After his death, his home was converted into a museum. Here we can still see many of his original belongings, books, and furnitures. This is a very important church on Burgazada. It is believed to have been built in the year 879 AD, but of course its current shape, it didn't take it until the end of the 1800s. The present church is believed to stand on the site of the Byzantine monastery of St. John. Wow. The original monastery was probably built in the 11th century, and parts of its structure are thought to be incorporated in the present church. Also here on the island, you will find beautiful and picturesque places to take pictures at. So make sure to have all the time your camera ready with you, because for sure you will want to have pictures in these type of places. This is a beautiful Greek Orthodox church. It is said that it was built in 1728. And it was a shelter for the Belarusians after the World War I. Actually, something that I realized on this island is that there are many cats around. I mean, this is one of the places that I have seen the most cats, and they are mostly so friendly, so they will be always getting close to you. They will want food from you and some love, just as this little cat. As you realize, I already made a new friend and it's following us. He is walking with us. So I really appreciate that we made a new friend here. This is Madame Marta Bay, and here it's a very popular spot, especially during summer among locals, since in Burgazada they tend to come here for swimming, which, to be honest, I would love to come here during summer. Of course, right now, because it's almost winter time in Istanbul, this is the second week of November, it is mostly empty. But during summer season, here is bustling. As always, and as a recommendation that we have always given you during our other videos on the other islands, is that if you want to come and explore, because of course there are no cars here, you mostly need to walk or ride a bicycle, it's better exploring these places either in spring or fall season. Even right now it's almost winter, but the weather is really nice, so we will recommend you doing it by this time. So as a conclusion, if you decide also coming in summer, because also this place is amazing during summer, just make sure to bring enough water for you, sunscreen, and a hat, because trust me, here is difficult to find shadows and there are many trees around, but the sun will be all the time there. So you really need to keep that in mind. So that's why I'm recommending visiting these places either in spring or fall season. It will be the best weather. I will also love to invite you that whenever you visit not only this island, but any of the islands in Istanbul, to go and explore the other parts aside the port, because most of the visitors, they only concentrate and stay on the main port. But trust me, if you go outside of the main areas, you will find wonderful views, just as this one. That's why we also invite you to go as highest as you can, from the highest points of the islands, because you will have marvelous views from the Sea of Marmara and even the other islands. Just as right now, we can have, I think that one is Heybeliada, and on the other side we can also find Buyukada. And somewhere here is also the smallest one, which is Kınalada, so you can have beautiful, beautiful views. This place is situated on the highest part of the island, and yes, it's a long walk up here, but it's definitely worth it, because the views that we are going to have from this point of the island are just outstanding. Actually, right now this monastery is closed to public, but you can still see the gardens. It's a very small place, but it also offers amazing views. In case that you don't want to go back to the port by foot, you can walk until you find an electric taxi. It only costs 20 liras for 2 people, and it can be paid with the Istanbul card. So after walking for almost hours here on the streets of Burgazada, we decided to come to one of the best restaurants here on the island. And here it's specialized in fish dishes, and you can find many types, and they can do it however you want, fried or grilled. And also this place has beautiful views of the other islands and the Sea of Marmara, so we highly recommend you coming here. Also here you can choose other sides or meses, as known here in Turkey, and in our case we have chosen this one made of eggplant, which in Turkish is patlıcan, and also some barbunya and the salad. And as well, I got my glass of rakı, which is the national alcoholic beverage of Turkey. We got this fish, which is a portion for 2 people. We paid for this one 180 Turkish liras, and then we also ordered the meses that we already showed you previously. And really the flavor is so good. They can even cook it however you wish. In our case, we told them that we wanted it just grilled, and the flavor is juicy, is delicious, and I just recommend you come into this place if you are a seafood lover, as I personally am. After having fish, one of the best desserts to have is some type of helva, and this time we order irmik helvası with cinnamon on top, which we highly recommend you because it will give you the perfect sweet taste. So this was our day exploring the beautiful streets of this island called Burgazada, which is one of the least visited islands in Istanbul. We highly recommend you give it a try because for sure you will love it. If you want to keep receiving more tips and recommendations about Istanbul and Turkey, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye bye.